Hi Aquarius, and welcome to your June 2020 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky here to talk to you about the energies coming in for your sign in the month of June. Interesting time for you, Aquarius. We are going through Gemini season, your fellow air sign, mutable air energy. For Aquarius, that's usually a time of the year where you've got something to shift through your own words and through your own communication. And I think that there is a big shift coming in for you this month. I see that Nine of Swords coming up for you, and it is the only little issue that you have amongst a really, really great spread. So we'll get that out of the way here in a second, Aquarius. But otherwise, I want you to feel really confident this month, and I want you to feel really proud of yourself, and I want you to feel really happy because there are some beautiful, beautiful things coming in for you this month. Ace of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Four of Wands. I think you'll be celebrated. I think you'll receive a gift from the universe, perhaps, or a gift of something from somebody. It feels like you're really going to be seen for your own authenticity, and also you're going to have an opportunity to get on board with something, or to become a part of a team, or to become a part of other people's projects as well. So people seem to become more inviting toward you this month, Aquarius. So I think that you might be able to get out of your shell, and you might be able to meet people halfway too. You've got Six of Cups too, which means usually like a sentimental feeling or a closure with the past, or meeting somebody halfway, receiving a helping hand or giving a helping hand. So you've got some kind of like really nice kitschy things coming in this month. And through these interesting experiences that not many other people are going through, you are going to heal this anxiety that you've had, or this feeling of paranoia, or this feeling of compulsion, this insomnia. I think you're really going to understand what it takes to overcome that if you've been struggling with that. So an intuitive message that I'm feeling for Aquarius, and this might be a little bit early. This is really going to start building as we move forward and get later into 2020. But you are kind of preparing to be seen. You're almost preparing for a debut of sorts, I feel, with your energy. Because we've had Saturn move into your sign, and it's gone retrograde, and it's moving back towards Capricorn. So for an Aquarius, it's like, well, I was just getting prepared. I was just getting structured to, do all of these, responsible and dutiful Saturn experiences. And now that's getting called back, and now that's getting a delay, perhaps. So you could experience a delay at this time, Aquarius, and that would not be in vain. That would not really be a bad thing for you. You might kind of feel like, oh my gosh, a delay. Like, how can I step backward at this time? And that's where that Nine of Swords energy is coming in. But it's going to do you really well. So through a delay here, Aquarius, you can really change the game, and you can really save up more. You can really make the right kinds of connections. You can really foster something beautiful and really find your sense of authenticity more, so that you're prepared for when Saturn comes back. So this is towards the end of 2020, around the time of December-ish. Of 2020. That's when Saturn is going to be moving back toward and into your sign. I don't remember the exact date for that, but it's around that period of time. And that's when that big debut happens. That's when you essentially take what you're given here and you show it to the world. So that's why this time is really important for you. Even though this might not be the step out onto the stage, what this is the backstage time for you. This is the preparation, the time of looking in the mirror with Two of Cups and Six of Cups and Page of Cups, and preparing your face and your composure and your projection for, in half a year's time, to be seen. So really interesting, Aquarius. Let's check out the week to week. We'll look at each week of this month, and then I will be putting together an extended reading over on Patreon for those of you who would like to delve further into this. So week number 1, you've got Six of Cups rooted down by Four of Wands. Incredible energy. Being celebrated, being complimented, being helped, okay? People are here to help you, Aquarius. Watch out for refusing help, or for refusing any type of positive universal intervention. You are being built up. You are being shown. So this, again, Saturn is still in Aquarius at this time, It's still building you. And you feel that, because that's that primordial energy that I'm talking about, where you're built up and shown and structured by Saturn in your sign. But, and I'm just going to animate in my astrology software forward a little bit, and I'm going to see if Saturn is not moving further back towards Capricorn in the second week, because that's exactly what that looks like to me. Let's just see. I'm just letting that go. Yeah, in that week, Aquarius, this is crazy. I didn't even know this. But Saturn shifts from 1 degree of Aquarius into 0 degrees of Aquarius, what we can also consider 30 degrees of Capricorn, into the cusp. So Saturn kind of leaves your energy, not completely, but basically leaves your energy in that second week, and it leaves you feeling like, what the heck? I was getting things ready. I was, building things up. I was creating something. I was ready to show it. I was ready. The thing is, Aquarius it wasn't quite ready. Okay. It was built up. It was beautiful, but it might not have been able to quite stand the test of time yet. So Saturn gives back to you. And it says, with Ace of Pentacles rooting down 9 of Swords, it says this reaction or this feeling or this fear or this level of emotional or physical health, that needs to be nurtured even more. So that after an experience like the first week, which is beautiful building energy, you can't even possibly fall into 9 of Swords. Like that's what this is trying to fix you with, Aquarius. That this Saturn is really trying to fix and heal this wound where so much is riding on these experiences. Like, it's got to go this way. You're a fixed sign, and things have to really segment and fit into a certain momentum for a fixed sign. And if it's as good as it is in the first week, 9 of Swords should be nowhere in the mix, So take the second week of June to realize, I'm going to move backwards a little bit, or I'm going to work even harder, even longer on making this project or this idea or this new lifestyle stronger, Beautiful, okay? It's not bad, because you move into the third week of June, Queen of Pentacles rooted down by 2 of Cups. For those of you who are single, that could definitely be meeting somebody incredible, even forming a relationship, a new relationship, meeting somebody new. Again, for those of you who are single. For those of you who are coupled, the growth of a relationship or the authentication of a relationship is there. And even if it doesn't have to do with anybody else, this is like finally being proud of yourself, finally being impressed, and finally being satisfied with what you have. This is a really big thing for Aquarius, satisfaction with what is here. At the end of May, you might have had to make a big change, or you might have realized, okay, this isn't going to work. And that's working in toward the third week of June of finally being in order, or finally having an idea of how to move forward. One way or another, Aquarius, this is acceptance, this is satisfaction, and this is gratitude as well. I feel humility, okay, authenticity, all of those types of things. And really cool to see you go from the second week where you're like, oh my gosh, it's not right, and then all of a sudden there's this peace and this tranquility. Really beautiful. Week number 4, you have the Chariot rooted down by Page of Cups. So all aboard type of energy. You might have to go somewhere. You might have to and if it's not like going somewhere physical, like you're going somewhere in your mind, or you're taking something to the next level, you're transitioning something. And I think that it might, being rooted down by Page of Cups, really have to do with your emotional maturity. So actually letting it become a little bit younger to some degree. And what does that mean? Like, not condemning yourself or damning yourself to being like in 9 of Swords space, because the only card that's not just a beautiful, beautiful experience this month is 9 of Swords for you. And it's one of the toughest archetypes in the tarot to overcome. So it's interesting how you just have that one little tinge in an environment that has so much potential. So the fourth week is going to be that final overcoming point where you take it down a notch, because kids don't really have insomnia. So there's a youthful energy with Page of Cups, which is like a more youthful emotional outlook. Even if things are worrisome, if you're embracing a more youthful energy, you'll still be able to sleep. You've got to be able to give yourself sleep. You've got to be able to give yourself respite. You've got to be able to turn off your mind, Aquarius, and you're going to learn how to do that in the fourth week. And that's going to have to do also with maybe getting out of a harmful environment. Okay, the Chariot is oftentimes like a move or a change in location, and it's 95% of the time that's physical. But if it's not physical, because I know we have other things, we've had the quarantines and all of those things that might affect things like that. But hopefully by the end of June, it shouldn't really be an issue. But it might not. It might be for some people still. If it's not a physical change in location, this is a big change in outlook, okay? An overwhelming change in outlook. So a great time to find more happiness with what you have, or to change it, you know? So one way or another, Aquarius, allow this sense of youthful selfhood to let you detach from these compulsions or these addictions or these insomniac episodes, or these worries or these anguishes. Get those things together. Whatever you're worried about, whatever you're losing sleep over, try to solve it, okay? Because June of 2020, especially during Gemini season, before Mercury goes retrograde at like June 10th-ish, great time to have a complete idea of how you're moving forward and just kind of fill in the gaps if you can. Let it go and move forward, you know, because you have beautiful energy here for you. Promotions, new forms of value, new forms of wealth, being more seen, being more loved, being more admired, and being given more as well, more time, more money, more energy. All of that is here for you in June. One of the most positive outlooks I've seen for any of the signs. It's just that one Nine of Swords energy coming in that will need a little bit of work. But anyway, Aquarius, on that note, we're going to do a brief extended reading over on Patreon. I hope you'll all come over and check it out, because I want to see how you can really maximize these good energies coming in. So we're going to look into some very optimistic messages for you there, see how you can really overcome that Nine of Swords and get stronger. Otherwise, your likes, comments, and subscribes make my day. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, be sure to hit the red subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button to get this video out there. And let me know how you thought of the video with a comment below. All of my links will be in the description box, the extended reading link, social media links, and I have an ebook as well, so there's all kinds of things for you to look through. Thank you so much, Aquarius. We'll be talking soon. Let's jump over to Patreon now for the extended.